I just finished my last 2 sketchbooks. I did that on camera for the first time ever, which was weird and strange, but I've done it now, so making a second video should be easier, I'm hoping. I am excited to be in one sketchbook again. Yeah, I wanted to show you the process of doing a first page, kind of what I usually go through, and just some sketchbook yapping. So let's get into that. This is an artgraf sketchbook. These are my usual go-tos because they're cheap and I can get away with using pretty much whatever I want in it. They definitely get chunky and wrinkly, but that's fine with me because if I spend too much on sketchbooks, I will start getting precious with them, and that's never what I want. I have done some pages in here, but I skipped the first one, and I haven't done my usual customization ritual, so that's what we're doing now. I just want it to feel like mine at this point, for it to stop feeling new and scary, and stickers are usually my go-to for that. I just left the Lancaster Zine Fest, so I'm pulling a bit from the sticker board, but mostly just using new ones I got there. It is such a lovely event, and I go every year. It's just so cool to see what artists around me are making and get inspired. I definitely recommend finding your local equivalent and checking it out. It's a big goal for me to table my artwork one day, perhaps this year. But yeah, I always leave with ideas and scenes and stickers to cover my sketchbook with. So yeah, a bunch of moving stickers I'm playing around later, and my sketchbook is feeling a lot less like I picked it up from the store. Normally, I start my sketchbooks out with some kind of messy self-portrait to kind of document where I am in life and what I look like and what I was up to when starting it, so that's kind of what I'm up to now. I want to keep experimental though, so I'm going for a bit of a collage mixed with drawing, watercolored paper from my stash that I always mean to use but don't, and some halftone that I printed out just for fun. If you're observant, you may have noticed the April 18th starting date and that we are nowhere near April 18th. Turns out filming aimlessly for a week-long sketchbook challenge is honestly a crazy choice for your first video. I had no idea how to edit and so much content to get through, so even though I filmed this just after finishing my sketchbooks, I haven't gotten around to editing or voiceovers until almost a month later. I mentioned I had started the sketchbook already but skipped the first page. I don't usually skip first pages anymore or put much importance on it, but now that I'm filming my art and sharing it online again, my brain's gotten a bit hung up over quality again, so I've had to go back to old tools I used when I struggled more with perfection. I've gotten a lot better with this over the past year, but I don't know, something about coming back to social media has tripped me up. Initially skipping the first page is something I do when I'm struggling to start a new sketchbook, and that's what was happening for me this time, so I skipped it. But now we get to do it together, so that's pretty cool, I think. I'm pulling out my artgraf now. It's this watercolor graphite that I really love. Sorry for the focusing issues. I'm learning my rings might not be the best for close-up shots. But yeah, I'm just coloring my hair and cheeks to give cutout Josie some life. I usually try to use more color, but I wanted something simple that I didn't really have to think about, so this collage was kind of just silly and supposed to be introductory to y'all, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself. I am Josie, I'm 24, I've always tried sharing my art, but being perceived online is a bit of a nightmare for me, so it's been very stop and start. I picked up art in high school and I wasn't any good for a long time, but I wanted to be, so I really gave it my all until I burnt out. I graduated, but was waitlisted from the only schools I would have been able to afford. COVID hit, and I had to move out. So I took a few years off of pursuing art seriously to just figure out providing for myself and navigating some stuff, but I always wanted to come back. I moved states, I changed my name, it sounds dramatic, but I really kind of was just making a life for myself. I got a job with designer in the title, even though I never did get to go back to school. I kept making art when I could. I got laid off, like so many others have in web design. But I've really fallen in love with art again, and more than ever, honestly, I just love making it. And more than that, I think I just feel a lot more comfortable in who I am and the art I want to make. So I don't want to ignore pursuing art anymore over something as dumb as being afraid to try or being afraid to take up space online. Maybe it's my brain developing, maybe it's the therapy, but every artist online that I admire is brave enough to do this and has helped me a lot with finding my way back to art, so this feels right. And I want to make art anyway, the time will pass anyway, so there's no losing here. Not to say that anyone is dumb for being afraid of being online. It is a very odd thing to do, and I know plenty of artists are successful without doing it. I just don't want to not even try something I'm interested in because of fear. And if being visible making art could help me to make more art, I definitely want to try that. Or if it could help others make more art or make the leap to start sharing their art, I think it's worth pushing through the fear. Thank you to anyone who's checked out my art through this video or my last one, and an even bigger thank you if you left a comment. It's so bizarre to me that people have not only spent time making art with me, but have also left encouragement for me to do more of it, so thank you. I think I've yapped enough about myself today, and I'm just about done with my sketchbook spread, so I'll leave you be with some music while I finish up and come back when it's done. So this is the first page of my sketchbook then. I feel happy with how it turned out. I got to do something a little bit different, and whenever I open up my sketchbook now, I get a little greeting from myself. Bug kind of feels like a family name to me. It's very silly, but my partner and I use it for each other, for our cats, our Wi-Fi, all kinds of things. My art's very bug oriented, and I too feel like a creature most of the time, so it felt like the right sentiment to bring into my studio. I wrote in a lot of goals and intentions here that I have since pretty much ignored, but I finish off with story and kind words, and that has felt true as I've had to balance making art for me and for others, but I'm feeling excited for what this could turn into and looking forward to what's next. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you're rocking with the voiceover or if you'd rather quiet videos with some music, if there's anything in particular you want to see me make. I'm getting around to sketchbook tours next, so I will see you soon.